All right. What's a really random way to start the podcast?
By asking the question, hey, what's a really random way to start the podcast?
Okay. Ironically, that's what I just did. So I
No,
need
I
you
don't
to.
think
Uh huh.
I don't think it's irony. It's your co-host's impeccable
Okay. All right.
anticipation,
It's not going well. This is not going
right?
well. This is not going well. Not going well. All right. Welcome to the unplanned, unprepared, and unpredictable podcast where your two hosts.
No.
What?
Hey,
What?
dude, you don't need. It's been so. How long has it? It's been over a year
It's
since we started this.
the
It's
podcast?
where the
Okay.
topics are
Oh.
unprepared, where the hosts are. Oh,
What?
oh, you're right. No, you were
Listen,
right.
no,
Oh,
listen.
you were
It's
right.
wordy. Topics
No,
are
no, no. It's
unprepared.
no, no, no,
Hosts
no,
are
no, no. Your
unprepared.
hosts
Or
are unprepared.
unprepared. Unplanned,
Wait, is it the
unprepared.
It's the
Unplanned. Your
unplanned.
hosts are
Yeah,
unplanned. Wait,
you. Oh,
conversations are unplanned.
you did the whole thing wrong. Let me do it.
Anyway,
Can I? I'm gonna
what?
restart. I'm gonna
No, you
restart. Let me
can't.
do it
Okay.
proper. I'm gonna do
All
it
right.
properly. Welcome to the unplanned, unprepared, and unpredictable
Podcast.
podcast, where the topics are unplanned, the hosts are unprepared, and the conversations are unpredictable.
That's too long. Too long.
But it's no,
It's
but
correct.
it is
It's
correct.
amazing. It's
And
great. But
hey, just because it's long doesn't mean it's bad.
no, I,
It's very descriptive.
I,
It,
I didn't say it was bad, but it's just wordy.
and it's a
Yeah.
podcast. This is long form conversations. It's literally the
It's
thing.
words. Okay. No,
Yeah.
but it should be fun words. Like two
Yeah,
guys are gonna
how
talk for
much?
an hour and we don't know what we're about to say. That's exciting.
Yeah,
That's
that
exciting.
is exciting.
All right.
Yeah,
Hey, you got anything to say?
I do.
I got a lot of things to say. Are they gonna be fun
Dude,
though? Are they gonna be
you know,
fun?
I have a really fun one. Have you seen the show Shrinking on Apple TV?
Oh God. No, I didn't watch the movie I said I was gonna watch. I ran out of time.
Wow.
Actually, I
Dude,
was
I
really
watched
busy.
Superman. You
So
wanted me to watch Superman, so
you
I watched it.
no, you planned to watch that way before.
Yeah.
It
No,
had
but
nothing to do
anyways,
with. I
but
had
Shrinking,
surgery. Okay, go ahead.
what? You had
Yeah,
surgery?
yeah, I had surgery
For
last
what?
week.
Let's talk about
It's
that.
called a septoplasty, but we can talk about that later. Anyway, talk about your shrinkage show.
Shrinking. Jason Segel. Is this Seagal or
Who?
Segel? Marshall from How I Met Your Mother.
Okay, I didn't. I don't have Apple TV. Do you have to? You have to pay for that? Is any of it free?
No,
Yeah.
you have to pay for it.
Okay. Nope. I've never seen anything
I,
on Apple TV.
but I think Apple TV actually has a lot of good TV shows. It's worth looking into, I think. Like Severance, Ted Lasso,
What? It's better than
Studio. Hmm?
you know that golf show? Is that on Apple TV with Wilson?
Oh, shit.
Somebody Wilson? The guy from Loki?
Owen?
Owen Wilson?
Owen Wilson?
Is that on
Oh,
Prime? I don't know.
you should look it up.
But anyways, all right. What about shrinking?
The premise is it's so good. It's about a therapist who goes through tragic loss, and it's him trying to navigate that whilst trying to help other people. It's such a wholesome, feel good show. It's for me, it's the perfect blend of sadness and humor. You should watch it. Aren't you a little depressed? I feel like this will.
What? No.
You're not depressed?
I think my default is kind of depressed, but
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm
So
healthy.
I think debatable, but I think this show will either
Hey man, that's
like help
mean.
you because it's
Uh-huh.
so relatable, or it might make you dive further into depression.
I'm actually really
So
healthy emotionally. I feel like I'm a very emotionally way above average. Huh?
it, you are because average is not being depressed, right?
No, I don't think that's true. I think most people deal with like difficult feelings, and most people deny slash ignore those feelings, and they think they're fine, but really they're sort of digging themselves into a hole, and eventually they will reap the consequences of that digging.
Hey, what if that eventually never comes?
I think okay, so that's a possibility, but I think because who knows when people will like when their lives will end. But if on average, if a person lives to be the average of 70 something years old, I do think the feelings that you bottle up, they will 100% come back at some point and come back with a vengeance.
You wanna hear my hot take?
Oh God. I mean, no, but sure. I guess that's the point of these
Yeah, I
things.
think a mental unwellness
Uh-huh. Oh
is
no.
is the fruit we've reaped due to our development as a society and all the luxuries.
Oh, I think so. I think the time now, yeah, it's I think there's more mental health now than before.
Like
Yeah,
the
problems.
whole thing about like people think they're okay, but then there might be a reckoning. I think that reckoning is much more likely for people who don't really have like worse things to worry themselves about. Like, you know what I mean?
What?
Like in a developing country, no one really goes through anxiety and depression because they're busy surviving.
Well, it's yeah, because well, no, you don't deal with your feelings because it's less of a priority than your physical needs.
Yeah, and then you
Sure.
die, and then you never really have.
Oh, well, I would argue those are extremely emotionally unhealthy folks, but they just can't do anything about it because, you know, other more you know, what's the word?
Mm.
Anyway, pressing issues. Anyway, I don't want to talk about any of that. Can we talk about Superman a little bit?
Okay, let's do
Or
it.
if you want to know about my surgery, we can talk about my surgery too. But
No, let's start with
Superman,
Superman. Mm.
Superman. I
Uh-huh.
actually I watch it like every other day. When I have nothing to watch,
Wow.
I will go back to it. That's how much. No, okay. Now I don't think it was like. I don't watch it because I think, oh, it was such a good movie. Like it was perfect. Like the acting was perfect, or the writing was perfect, or anything like that. I think it's actually really messy and not well done in a lot of ways. But
Mm.
I enjoyed it. What did you think?
What did you enjoy about it?
What the heck? Well, just first, first, you like it or not?
I personally liked it.
Okay. Oh, why
Mhm.
do you say it like that?
Well, I think to your point, there is a lot of well, so one thing I appreciate about James Gunn is I feel like he always crafts a solid story. Like there isn't much in there that is like really problematic story-wise. Like for example, like the first Suicide Squad movie. Have you seen it?
With Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
No, I think it was hugely problematic story-wise. Like the story itself made zero sense
Is that
because
the God girl?
the Enchantress
Yeah.
because the whole idea is Suicide Squad is necessary because if something goes wrong, they can blame it on these, death row inmates, right? But if they're just trying to save the city from this monster, why does it have to be the Suicide Squad? Like the premise itself is not compatible with the story.
I
Have you seen?
honestly,
Huh?
I don't
Have you
really have
seen?
feelings about that movie. Okay.
No, but compare that to the Suicide Squad. The story makes complete sense, right? Because
I
they're
didn't. I don't remember finishing it.
my gosh, it's James Gunn. He did it.
I
The Suicide Squad.
well. I know the Guardians of the Galaxy. I really like those.
But okay, let me
Uh-huh.
just finish
Okay.
my
All
point.
right.
The Suicide Squad story makes sense based on its premise
Uh.
because they're invading a foreign country, and so if something does go wrong, yeah, the government can't take the blame for it. They have
Oh,
to
that's why
have
they have to
fall
use
people.
the Suicide
Yeah,
Squad. Okay.
yeah.
So you're not talking about
But
plot holes. You're just talking about like things that make sense. Well, that's
I
a
mean,
plot
I
hole.
think it is a huge plot hole. Like, I
Okay.
don't like it when the story on its face it just doesn't make any
So you're
sense.
you're talking about major plot holes, not minor plot holes.
Yeah,
To you, that's a
yeah, yeah,
major
yeah,
thing. Like just
yeah.
the whole setup doesn't make any. Okay. Yeah. I think I understand what you're saying about those two things.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Sure.
I think what James Gunn usually does a good. I think in every movie I've seen that he's made, He does a good job of making sure that the story elements make sense, even when it's
Uh
about kind of silly things. Yeah.
so yeah, the movie made sense to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
like there wasn't anything. Sure, sure, sure. Yeah, there wasn't that. I wouldn't have that criticism about the two Suicide Squad movies. I wouldn't have that kind of criticism for the Superman movie. Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
mm.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. But so I liked it, but I actually feel like it's a very polarizing movie. Like the people I hear about it talking online, it's either one or the other. It's not sort of like, oh, it was pretty good, it's one of the good Superman movies. It's sort of like we love it or really like it. We like the Superman that they casted. Or it's like this was terrible and it
Mm,
was too woke. James Gunn sucks.
mm.
Like it had too much political commentary, and then people just really fight about it online. That's the sort of discourse it has created.
I really don't like that. Like as a comic book fan, like Superman isn't just like super powered. Like he is the superhero that stands for goodness, right? Like
Uh,
he is a good person at its core. So I really like the idea. Oh, do we need to give spoiler alert? Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it,
the movie's been
then
out for
go
like
watch it.
a couple weeks now. It's too
Well,
late. I
it
don't know.
just came out on digital,
All right,
so if you
anyways,
haven't seen it, then I
it's
understand.
way too
But
late for a spoiler. But go ahead.
but it's it's he I love how they're exploring this kind of somewhat newer Superman because he's only been superheroing for 3 years, kind of navigating his convictions of what is right and wrong and his efforts in trying to do what is good. That's what the story is, right? And I hate how people have, even if that's what James Gunn intended, like, I'm okay with it because it aligns with the story. It totally makes sense for someone like Superman to be doing something like that. So I hate that people just dismiss it for being too political. Like if it didn't make any sense for the character, like for example, my biggest beef with Man of Steel that I had is the fact that Superman is having this all-out brawl in the middle of the city and causing tons of damage and killing tons of people, and then he ends up killing Zod at the end, right? And that was a hugely controversial thing that Henry Cavill's Superman did in Man of Steel. So there were elements of that just that didn't sit right with me because it felt like it was betraying the character of Superman. But I think in Superman, James Gunn's Superman, his motivations, convictions made total sense to me from what I know of the character. Yeah.
This Superman felt very, in a good way, unserious. Like the other Supermans that I've seen, very, very serious.
Mm,
Like
yeah.
this dude's kind of like he is not a cool guy. Like
Yeah.
he's naturally charismatic as a person, but I think the way that the character is played, well, it's because he's tall and handsome. I'm sure that's part of it too. But this dude, like the way he plays Clark Kent, just like a regular kind of nerdy dude. You know what? Henry Cavill in real life feels more like Clark Kent than the way that Clark Kent was portrayed. The Clark Kent that he portrayed in the movies. Because
Yeah. No,
yeah, Henry
like a
Cavill is a
serious.
goofy. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, he's like a goofy, nerdy guy in real life,
Yeah.
but in the movies, like very serious. I feel like most Supermans, even the really old ones, the character
Mhm.
is very like rigid and serious.
No, if you did you watch the Christopher Reeves Superman?
I mean, when I was younger, not recently.
If you watch it, his Clark Kent is like super goofy and super clumsy and
What about kind of like kind of so clumsy and like goofy though? Like this dude is like very kind of innocent and naive.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the vibe that Christopher Reeves uh Superman gives off as well.
Oh,
That's why he was so iconic. Like his transformation, there's a scene where it's he's finally revealing to Lois Lane that he is indeed Superman, and he kind of transforms from Clark Kent into Superman. All he does is like he kind of like broadens his shoulder and he like stops like slouching, and then he like his like, face kind of goes more serious, and he takes off his glasses. And in that moment, you see, oh wow, like that's a huge difference of the feeling and vibe you get from Clark Kent versus Superman, even though it's the same person.
Yeah,
And
and it should be like that.
it is, yeah, it should be, yes.
You know
I
the
didn't, I didn't get a ton of that from Henry Cavill though, even though I thought he did a fine job, but he was just always too serious.
well though it's probably not his fault. Like all the Snyder movies are just very dark and serious.
Yeah,
Yeah. But if you so I've been watching what's his name? David Corset? Is that
Corset,
Corset? Like I've been watching, huh?
Corin set or something like that. Yeah,
That's how it's spelled, but I don't know. Anyway, the guy who plays
yeah.
Superman right now, one, like I watch his interviews, he seems like a really likable guy. Like
Mm.
genuine and likable, and I know they're actors and it could be easily fake. Like Mr. Beast, he seems like a really likable guy, but recently he's been coming out kind of weird and mean. But anyway, like I mean anybody could fake it, but I've been watching some of his interviews. He's very thoughtful about the character. Like he really takes a lot of time to think deeply about Superman and Clark Kent, and like is carefully crafting this thing.
You know, the have you heard of why this Superman has the red underwear as a part of the costume?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, tell us.
No, you well, because everybody thinks it looks goofy and kind of silly. But the actor and probably I don't know whose idea it was to keep it fully, but the idea is that yeah, Superman doesn't he's not supposed to take himself too seriously, and he's supposed to be like likable and approachable, and supposed to be warm and bright, not
Mhm.
so serious and dark and whatever. That's
Yeah,
not the vibe of Superman.
he's supposed to be disarming, like when like
Yeah,
kids see him.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which
you see
yeah.
that in the movie when like all the kids kind of like
Mm,
run
mm,
up to
mm.
him and then he like gives them hugs and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I what I don't like about the movie, and I think maybe these are unavoidable things, but what I don't want them to spend too much time sort of giving us, the back. There was a lot of exegesis. Is that the right word? Exegetical stuff.
Isn't that a biblical
Biblical
term?
thing. I don't
Like
know. There was there
theologically?
was too much explanation, which like too much telling and not showing. But I think it's unavoidable because it's a brand new world, brand new characters, brand new universe. Sure.
Mm,
So some
mhm,
things
mhm,
are unavoidable. Some things I didn't like that didn't make sense. In the very beginning, spoiler, in the very beginning, when he crashes, in the North Pole, and
mhm.
he's like the way they bring up the message from the parents, I thought was just so silly. Like, oh, he just likes to have it on. He's injured and we have to heal him, but we're gonna turn it on. And while we're healing Superman, the robot's gonna translate the message. Like that's I don't know. Anyway, but like little things like that were kind of annoying to me, but I think they're also unavoidable because you got to set up a lot of stuff in such a short time. But one thing that
Yeah.
really bothered me was the pace of the movie. It's sort of like, and I'm sure maybe it's on purpose. Like I didn't want them to build the world too long or explain the characters too much. Like I didn't want it to be like an origin story, but it felt a little bit too far on the other end where you're just thrown into this world and you're kind of having to figure stuff out, and
Oh.
it wasn't organic and natural. It was either overly explained and unnatural and the pace felt off, or you're just like, oh, what's going on? Because Superman and Lex Luthor, they're brand new characters to us, but obviously they've been fighting for a long time, and we're just thrown into the middle, and that made me feel unsettled. Maybe it's not a bad thing, but I did notice it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I thought that was okay because their rivalry is super well known. Like Lex Luthor is literally
yeah.
Superman's biggest arch enemy, you know?
You don't have to rebuild a what's the phrase like
You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
wheel. Yeah, yeah, I understand that, and I definitely didn't want to another origin story where everything like I don't need to see Lex Luthor go bald or anything. Like everybody
Yeah.
knows who these characters are, but it seems like they've been together a lot longer than I've been there, and I felt like a it was very awkward. I was at a party where everybody was already friends, and I'm just
Hmm.
there, sort of observing from the corner. That's what it felt like.
But they do kind of explain why he hates him so much, though.
Throughout the
Don't you
movie,
say?
and it's a lot of like tell not show. I mean, basically because he's an alien and he like everything he represents is just unfair and it's envy and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I mean, I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. But you know what? Okay, so the pace. So it was at times too much explaining, but I think because it's a brand new movie and a brand new world, it's unavoidable. And the pacing felt kind of awkward here and there. But what I really, really enjoyed about this movie compared to other superhero movies is the exploration of like motivation and
Hmm.
feelings and like so there of course is an external conflict. A lot of things are happening and battles are happening and people are fighting and like scheming, but they take a lot of time to explore like how people feel, what they're motivated by, and like character like internal character arcs. I really enjoyed that a lot, actually.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Like, can you want to give us an example?
Okay. Even the scene with Lois and Clark like having an interview, I actually
Hmm.
really, really enjoyed that because you
Hmm.
see how things are not black and white. Like I thought that was very, very, very interesting because you can agree with both sides a little bit,
Hmm.
but like these are I think people don't do that. Like people don't have constructive conversations like that. Like I don't think in the movie it was because it sort of felt like, oh, I don't agree with you, so my feelings are hurt, and Clark Kent was gonna leave. That's what it seemed like, and that's not a healthy way to deal
Hmm.
with something like that. But
Hmm.
like different ideas being shared and like talking and listening, I think that's really, really important. And I don't know, I don't think people nowadays, most people I think are not equipped to do that, but that I enjoyed, like that conflict of why you did it and not just what you were doing. Like I think a lot of super like this the other super movie, I don't I didn't finish it. I struggled to finish it.
Uh, the Man of Steel one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, all the movies
Yeah.
with Henry Cavill in, like he's a great actor and very interesting, but none of them were just very compelling to me. I saw Batman vs Superman, but I guess they do deal with some feelings and motivations. Anyway, okay, so I enjoyed that scene from the new Superman. The other scene I really, really enjoyed is when the he confronts Lex Luthor at the end, and he's sort of like, you know what, that's like
Hmm.
your problem. You've always been like that. Like I'm human as anybody else. And if you see have you seen the behind the scenes stuff?
Hmm.
So there's a clip on YouTube
Hmm.
where the actor Superman actor, he goes to James Gunn. He's like, I don't understand this scene, and James Gunn has to explain it to him because he thinks like basically the actor was like, I thought all of this was resolved. Like, yeah, I felt bad about myself. I like because he Superman, like he struggles even though he is Superman and everybody thinks, oh, how easy that would be. I think the struggle is I'm not a human. Like I'm so different from everybody else. I don't fit in. I always have to lie. And he's technically like everybody says, and especially Lex Luthor, like criticizes, oh, you're not a human. You don't belong here. And I think like that struggle of feeling out of place and not having a not really, really fully feeling like you belong somewhere. I think that actually is a core struggle for Superman. But
Hmm.
so at the end of the movie, the actor for Superman, he was like I don't get it. I thought all of this was resolved. He has that scene with his parents because he's
Hmm.
struggling with who he wants to be versus who his birth parents wanted him to be.
Hmm.
And he was like, I thought I just figured all that stuff out. And then James Gunn was like, so yeah, you worked through it a lot, but like that work is still not done, and it's okay that you have these feelings about yourself and the world and stuff like that, like your place in it. And he
Hmm.
like they have that conversation. He's like, I get it now, and he rushes off to do the scene. And
Hmm.
I love that. Like I love that is something that is explored in this movie how Superman
Mm.
feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that to me, I want to see more of that stuff. I think that the internal conflict, honestly, is more interesting to me than external ones. Because yeah,
Mm.
big bad guy, they fight, and eventually the good guys will overcome it. But what does
Yeah.
it feel like to be Superman? What does it feel like to be Lex Luthor? Like what's motivating these people, and how are these feelings being dealt with and resolved and worked on? I don't know. I thought I loved it. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's what I like
Absolutely.
most about this. Cause
Mm.
yeah, cause I don't think that's. I think James Gunn likes to do that. Like he wants people to think about stuff like that, and
Yeah.
it's yeah to me very very clear in this movie. And I can't wait to see more. I'm very very excited.
Yeah. Well, what did you think about the choice to go with Luthor Core instead of LexCorp?
I don't know
Corp. Luthor Corp. LexCorp.
what's the distinction.
Well, well, I think in like a lot of the animation, it's LexCorp, but Luthor Corp is so it's a little jarring to hear Luthor Corp. Like when I first heard it, I was like, "Oh, what the?"
Oh
But I saw an interview and they went with Luthor Corp in Smallville,
yeah.
but the idea is like who names a company after their first name? Like because Lex is his first name, you
Oh
know. So
yeah.
LexCorp is actually the weird one. Like it's usually you go last name, you know. So uh, it wasn't a little jarring to you when you first heard it.
No.
LexCorp.
No.
Oh, okay,
I
all right.
didn't realize it was wrong.
No, I don't
LexCorp.
think it's wrong.
Sure.
No, I don't think it's wrong. It's just it's different from
Like, is it
the.
always that in the comic books, LexCorp?
I don't know if it's always, but it's definitely the more popular one, LexCorp. I think. Yeah. What did you think about the inclusion of the Justice game?
I thought the Hawk Girl almost like nothing. You know, you don't really see her do much. What did you think about the dictator? Like the yeah, that conflict.
What do you mean? Like,
Like was it was it too obvious of a commentary of who this person was representing in our world?
I, I mean, I think it was obvious,
Yeah.
but I'm okay with it because it made sense for the story.
And I mean, it's probably a common thing, you know, dictators
Yeah,
doing dictatory things.
yeah, and it's like even if the conflict right now in the real world wasn't happening, and they included that, it would still like make sense as part of the story. Yeah.
Because it's like questioning because he would have to do something like internationally to raise those questions of like why does Superman get to do that?
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
it's a question that a lot of other comic book
yeah, yeah,
stories have asked. Like even with Iron Man, right?
yeah. Civil War,
Him go Iron Man 1
Iron
when he
Man
goes into
one.
that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, when
yeah,
he
yeah,
yeah, when he goes into that country where it's like civil war and all that kind of stuff. Like yeah, it's a question all kind of super powered beings get asked at a certain point in their story, I think.
yeah. And there, I mean, it was a little like tongue in cheek kind of because it's the anyway the painting, but
Oh, what about the painting?
the painting wasn't the guy on a horse, and that's like a for that guy, the Russian guy has he has paintings of himself on horses. Who
Oh, wait. Are you saying that, did you think this is a commentary on Russia and
I don't know.
Ukraine?
No, I don't know.
I thought it was
Maybe.
Israel Palestine.
Oh, is it? No, but I thought the dictator was that guy, the Russian guy. No, I don't know.
Putin?
Putin?
Vladimir Putin?
Yeah, cause the portal, like the
Hmm.
painting on the portal, I thought it was him. Like, yeah, the similar to the horse riding paintings.
So if that were the case, I don't think the movie would have faced as much controversy.
Oh, you think
Because
it's more controversial if it's
yeah, because
yeah.
I mean nobody really sides with Russia in the general discourse. So there's a clear like everybody is on one particular side, I think.
Oh, I see.
But with Israel and Palestine, there's very passionate people on both sides. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. uh,
I
yeah.
forgot what we were talking about before this.
What about the hypno glasses? Did you catch the part about hypno
See,
glasses?
that's another thing where it's like too much explaining. Like, sure, but like, yeah, I'm not. Oh, we're talking about Justice Gang
But
before.
yeah, but hold on. But that
Yeah.
hypno glasses though, I felt like that was more of an Easter egg
Why?
because that's the explanation in the comics. Like
Like,
because people have been
how canon is that? Like, is that every iteration or some iterations?
so I don't in the earliest I don't think so,
No,
but I
sure,
think in
yeah.
like the more modern ones, yeah,
Where are they
because
from? Where would they get them from?
I think it's from Kryptonian technology.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So, like, he puts them on, and he looks like a completely different person.
I don't know if it's completely different, but enough for it to make sense to be a disguise. Because the joke is how can he hide his identity with just a pair of glasses, right?
I don't know. I mean, just the explanation of like you act a little different, and also like people, or also many people probably know, especially in Smallville, but they just
Hmm.
choose to leave him alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a funny skit about um Superman, and it's like one of the villains. They come up to like they're his like group of villains, like, "Hey, guys, I finally found out who Superman is,"
yeah,
and everyone's like, "Oh, shh, like be quiet." Like we all know.
yeah.
We just want because like when he's Clark Kent, he's not beating us up, so we want him to have a secret identity. We just act like we don't know.
I mean, like
Yeah.
TBH, right? It's super obvious, and even Lex Luthor was like, maybe I'll go get that reporter that you're always talking to. Like, come on, Lex Luthor is supposed to be
Well,
a really smart guy.
no, but the hypno glasses make sense in that context.
Sure, sure, but you're telling me like he really can't figure it out. You really telling me like some of the smartest people in the world, Batman figured it out in like a day. Like you really telling me. Anyway, sure, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, but I think in this scenario, if they look completely different because of the glasses,
yeah.
then like why would you even?
So I guess
Yeah.
they're maybe they're setting stuff up to make it make more sense because that is something that he is like, what's it called? Like checking all the boxes, covering all the boxes for the criticisms. That is a
Hmm.
criticism of all Supermans.
Hmm.
Like, oh,
Hmm.
why it's so obvious who he is. But okay, anyway.
Yeah.
But the Justice Gang, I thought Guy Gardner. I'm surprised he was in it because he's on that police show, like the police TV show.
The rookie?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I see
No,
him.
but
Uh,
Nathan Fillion's on, I think, almost every single James Gunn movie.
uh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, like every one or every series. I remember when he
No,
was in
everyone.
Guardians 3.
He was in Guardians 1.
Are they like
He
best
was,
friends?
yeah, they are. They're really
Oh,
close friends.
okay.
Yeah. In Guardians 1, it's the alien that like tries to pick on Peter Quill in the prison,
Prison.
and Groot and Rocket like they like pick him up by his nose.
You think he's a good cast, or it's? I mean, for sure, it's like a lot of nepotism. But you think like, do you like the casting?
I think he did a great job as Guy Gardner.
Yeah, I liked it
Like,
too.
yeah, I think that's it, very very much so. That's Guy Gardner.
Mm.
Yeah,
I like the way he uses
Uh,
his ring, like comparing it
yeah.
to the to Ryan Reynolds. Just yeah, very different, and it makes sense, right? You have that kind of power, you can do whatever you want.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I I like that. Mr. Terrific, excuse me, Mr. Terrific. Good. I think that I don't know who would be a better casting, but I think the casting was good.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like the
Mhm.
gr- the like the garage door opening. That was like that's nice try. Like yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's a good attempt at a joke, but it was like 30 seconds. So did we really need 30 seconds of this scene? Anyway,
Yeah.
but his power seemed really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
Was
what?
the
But
smartest man.
there's a lot. So you know what? For as many characters that are introduced, overall the movie doesn't feel too long. Even so, I think that's the trade off. if the movie isn't super long in a movie where it's introducing so many things and characters, you have to explain a lot of stuff to save time. So I guess
Yeah.
that's why it felt that way. But the dog and Supergirl, I think even the 30 seconds of her being on screen, very interesting. I
Mhm.
kind of liked it. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're in the era of these shared universes, and that's kind of what people are used to. So I think this movie, if it came out when like Iron Man 1 came out, I think it would have been a very different story. But now that it's coming out post Endgame, it has to be part of a bigger world. And I
yeah,
am glad that it's not like, oh, Superman's gonna start the world. Like, because for all intents and purposes, Iron Man starts the universe in
yeah.
MCU, right? But I love how Superman is like he's just part of the world that's already kind of established. And the movies aren't going to necessarily build on them. I think we're going to be discovering this world, which I think I like the approach.
So I agree because I assumed that starting the DC universe all over again, they would try to follow the model of Marvel, like the Avengers, but that took a long time to bring it together. I don't know. I don't even know if I'll be alive if we had the same kind of timeline. But
Yeah,
you're
20
right.
years, right?
You're right. Yeah.
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 Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. This is the better way to do it because yeah, one character at a time. Oh my gosh, that would have been maybe insufferable. Because
Yeah.
that is probably a criticism. That's the criticism I had. Like we were just thrown into it and we're trying to figure stuff out. Um, why couldn't he just go slow? Because
Hmm.
that was a very like real criticism for the previous DC movies.
Hmm.
Like there was like it was yeah it was poorly done, but I do think all things considered, it was done very well. Like we are introduced to a lot of characters. It's not like too overwhelming,
Hmm.
and it's very interesting, captivating, and fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even the dog
Yeah.
and Crypto
And
was fun.
Metamorpho, I think they call him Element Man in the
Oh yeah,
movie.
that's right.
Yeah. That was also like kind of having I mean even in the text in the very beginning, right, the 3 centuries ago was when the first metahumans appeared, so it's giving itself so much room to allow for different types of stories.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you might go back to like this the 70s western and tell stories there, or like to the Victorian age. There's a lot of room.
Do you know what movies are coming up? I think like the so after I saw this, I was interested to see what characters we would see next. Do you know what movies are coming up?
Is it still like Booster Gold and the Lanterns and
Lanterns I've heard of, but
uh-huh
that's a series.
yep, yep. Isn't there like a
Clayface is a weird one. I was surprised by it. I want there must be something I don't know. Like there must be a
no,
reason. What?
I think what James Gunn likes doing is taking really not well known characters and building out his universes. Like I feel like this is bread and butter. With
Mm.
Guardians of the Galaxy, he did that. With Suicide Squad, he did that. Or I mean, the Suicide Squad. Peacemaker. So I think he's intentionally targeting the really not well known characters to kind of play around with.
So you know what?
'Cause-
I'm confident that he can do a good job because what I think is really important in anything, show or movie is like really understanding the characters inside and out.
Mhm.
Like Schitt's Creek. Schitt's Creek, the creators spent like days and weeks or something crazy like that just on one character. Like what
Mm,
like to really understand why what drives this person each and every day. And I think stuff like
mhm,
that it matters. Yeah, you
mhm,
gotta yeah, you gotta do that. I don't. Hey, if anybody is out there making movies and you're not spending like days, hours a day, weeks just trying to figure out your characters, you're doing it wrong.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
All right. So
Yeah.
Clayface is one. It was like weird ones. And okay, so Man of Tomorrow, they like announced it recently, 2 years from now, which
Hmm.
it feels like a long time to me, but apparently that's just sort of like Iron Man 2 was a couple years after Iron Man 1. It didn't feel like that long afterwards though.
No, I mean, because you're used to the super fast, rapid fire content of MCU,
Yeah.
where they had like four different projects a year.
So upcoming movies, Batman Part 2.
Yo,
That's with the same Batman,
so
same
that
vibe.
I'm curious, is that that's not part of the DCU though, right?
I would assume not. Because it
Yeah,
doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't feel
yeah.
uh, Dynamic Duo 2028. Huh?
What's that about? Is that about
Batman?
is it in Batman and Robin?
Maybe okay, so I do know like James Gunn had like Batman 2 maybe was already scheduled to because it was already successful the first one. Maybe it was
Mm-hmm,
already scheduled and they were like you just got to do it.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But yeah, cuz it doesn't cuz Clayface won't be in the same universe as the Batman.
Yeah, I at one point, they said that there was gonna be a separate universe called Elsewhere,
Uh-huh.
where they're gonna put all the kind of like standalone movies that isn't part of the main DCU, and I think they were gonna call it DCEU again, because you know how originally it's uh the DC Extended Universe,
Uh-huh.
and they were gonna just say the DC Elsewhere's universe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with it. Yeah, like
Well,
yeah, I'm okay with that.
me too. I'm okay with that too. I want the kind of grounded, dark Batman movies, along with the more
Sure.
fantastical
Sure.
versions of Batman where he's fighting monsters and aliens.
Yeah. Cuz I don't want to see that Batman in this Superman universe.
Yeah,
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 that'd be silly.
yeah. Wouldn't make
But
sense.
yeah,
Wouldn't
Supergirl's
make
coming
sense.
out in 2026. Okay, that's exciting. Clayface is also next year. I think Man of Tomorrow was 2 years from this year, so like 2027 maybe. But like, there's not a lot of stuff going on right now. That's that's what it feels like to me. I mean, I guess Lanterns is a big deal.
Yeah, I'm looking up. Um, wait, where DC announcement? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Uh, yeah. So, have you seen Creature Commando, the animation? Because
No,
that's the first James Gunn like DCU entry. Okay, and then Superman. Yep. And then Peacemaker season 2. Did you watch that?
is that part of it? Like the part of the same universe?
Yep.
Okay,
A
but
piece because he makes
no.
a Peacemaker makes a cameo
Oh yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Superman. Yeah.
No, is it worth? Is it fun?
I thought Peacemaker 1 was good.
Oh, but season two is not good.
Yeah. I haven't seen season 2.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have HBO
I
Max.
just finished Wednesday.
Bruh,
What? Wednesday's good.
priorities.
What priorities?
Yeah, so and then Supergirl in 2026, Lanterns 2026. Waller. I wonder if they're still doing this. They're doing a show based on Amanda Waller. Interesting. And then Paradise Lost, a Wonder Woman adjacent story set on Amazon's home island of Themyscira, long before Diana Prince was born.
Booster
Interesting.
Gold?
Yep, Booster Gold.
When is that gonna come out?
I don't even know if there's a date attached to that. I might be looking at a outdated list. Yeah, Swamp Thing, yeah.
Oh, Booster Gold is a TV series.
Hmm.
Wonder Woman?
So, anyways, man, there's a healthy deck of ideas at least. That's
Yeah.
out
It's
there.
so interesting to me because it feels so random. Like Waller and Clayface and Wonder Woman and Superman.
Yeah.
And I mean like they're all gonna be probably connected and different characters can be introduced through all these movies. Like maybe
But
Bat.
that's what we all thought when Guardians of the Galaxy was announced. We were like, that's so random, you know.
Yeah,
But I actually think Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the strongest trilogies in the MCU.
I like it the most. Yeah, I still go back to it. Civil
Yeah.
War, I can't watch it again. It's too much. Like it's a great
Really?
movie, but
So
like
good.
I don't know. I mean, no, it is good, but like it's not fun. That's what it is. Like I wanted to have a balance between serious and fun. Civil War is just serious the whole time.
What's the Captain America movie?
Winter Soldier.
Captain America. Yeah, Captain America is very
No,
serious.
the
It's
first
like,
one is goofy, and Winter Soldier. There's a lot of, but that one feels so new. Civil War just feels more like it's more of Winter Soldier vibe. Winter
yeah,
Soldier
I
was
think
really good.
the thing about Civil War that I really appreciate is it was the first time they were really honest about like superheroes and their actions and the repercussions thereafter.
I mean, yeah,
You know, like
I like that. Yes, I do enjoy that
yeah.
too.
And so I think it required a very serious tone to discuss and explore that.
Yeah, because you know what? Like, if you don't think about or discuss stuff like that, then the whole world is sort of like single faceted. It's not complex.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, even like the Superman movie, very complex. Like
Hmm.
it. The thing that they say, Lex is like, I didn't um, what was it? Like, I didn't create. I wasn't trying to kill you so I could have success in that international conflict. I created the international conflict because I wanted to kill you.
Yeah.
The point I'm trying to make. Give me a second.
Is
Oh
what is the
God,
point?
God.
Connect it. Connect it.
Oh God, what were we just talking about? We're talking about multifaceted, complex movies.
Serious.
Oh, okay, okay. So that's kind of what this movie is. Because we think, oh,
Hmm.
this movie is a superhero movie, good guys fighting bad guys, and that's the thing. No, I
Hmm.
think that's the vehicle, but the real, like, meat or the point of the movie is, like, exploring the other sides of it. Which
Mm.
I'm so much more interested in that stuff because we've superhero fatigue. Oh my gosh, like superhero movie fatigue, it's so real. I don't need to
Yeah.
see superheroes beat more bad guys. I couldn't care less about that, but I want to see more of the world. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And actually, one of my favorite parts of the movie Superman is when he's trying to bring down the big like kaiju monster,
yeah, yeah,
but then the Justice King come and just kill him.
yeah, yeah. Man of Steel
And
would have just punched them
yeah,
end the fight.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the Avengers would have
But
let that thing destroy everything. Anyways.
yeah, yeah, but
Yeah,
Superman, he's really conflicted. Like, oh man, I wish we could have done something other than just kill it. And so it's
yeah.
yeah, it is a very character revealing battle.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
fight.
Like the
Yeah.
trolley problem, like for me, it's very easy.
Mm.
Just save the most people. No, it. No, listen. Like, okay, I'm not a good person. I'm not. Obviously, I'm not a Superman. I realize that. I realize that. If I was
Yeah,
Superman, I would
yeah.
definitely be. I'm a Batman for sure. But
Uh,
but but no. Hey, no, I'm not saying as impressive as Batman, but very calculating and cold. Which I would like to be more. You know what? I Superman is inspirational. Like for people
yeah.
like me who are very like cut and dry, black and white, and like everything is math. Then there are people like Superman where, or like Captain America too. Hey man, like the way we do things, it matters.
Mm.
Ooh, and that is honestly that the bar is very like. Give me a second, because I feel like this is incorrect, but like Batman, the bar is kind of low. You just do it. But then someone like Superman comes. I think Batman actually like in a lot of things he says that Superman is a much better man than me, and that's
Mhm.
like he inspires us to be better. And I think yeah, like and the contrast is there. The Justice Gang, we don't care. We just kill the thing, and we everybody cheers for us, and we go home and relax. Like that's what it means for them to be a superhero. And then there's this one other guy, Superman. He's nothing like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
Yeah. in terms of D&D alignment, I think for sure Superman is lawful good, but Batman is chaotic good.
What's
Like
the difference?
so lawful is, you're very like you abide by the rules, you have a
Mm,
very strong moral compass,
okay.
and you use that to affect good. But chaotic is where you don't really care about morals as much because all you're after is the chaotic good is you just want the
Results.
good result without really caring how that result comes by.
Mm.
Yeah.
I many superheroes are probably like that. But even
No, not
Superman the
really.
S, I don't know. Superman the S, well, I don't like he is. How many people would you compare him to, like superheroes him to? Because literally, he is a symbol for hope. You know?
Captain America.
Okay, at least be in the same universe. God dang.
Oh, in the universe. Oh
Sure,
yeah, not much. I mean, in the same universe, yeah. I mean, Shazam maybe,
he's a little boy.
Doctor or Mister Marvel, huh?
Huh? Mr. Marvel.
Yeah,
Oh, Shazam.
his
Yeah.
actual name is Mister Marvel
But anyway, it is
or
rare,
Captain
right?
Marvel.
Oh, Wonder Woman, I guess.
Wait, is it Mister Marvel or Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. Yeah,
Captain
yeah.
Marvel, Captain.
Captain Marvel or Shazam.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it
Wonder
Captain
Woman. Eh.
Marvel? Anyway, but yep. You know what? Yep. I
Hey,
liked it.
so
Uh,
now that I've seen a movie that you requested, so we could talk about, can I request something that you should watch?
I'll watch Idiocracy.
No, you don't have to watch it. I want you to watch Shrinking.
Oh God.
The first season of Shrinking.
How many
Figure out a
episodes
way to
is
watch
that?
it. It's only 10.
I just
And
started
they're like,
school.
no, it's like 10, it's like 30 episodes. Or, I mean, 30 minutes per episode.
10,
It's not that long.
300 minutes.
Yeah, it's
I,
really
I,
good.
I'll start it. Yeah. Okay.
The thing I really like about it is the way that it shows character development. Like the main character, there's a line he says to his daughter in the first episode. It's like, you look so much like your mother. And then he says it again to her at the final episode of the season. And yeah, so he says it first near like the end of the first episode, and he says it at the end of the last episode. It's almost the exact same words. He looks so much like your mother, but in that you see so much of how much that character has developed throughout those 10 episodes that it's such a feel good, heartwarming. I want you to experience that. I want you to
I
experience what I
Hey,
experienced.
I feel things.
Yeah.
Huh?
So feel it watching this
But
show.
you know what? I'd rather watch Superman 10 times this week. No,
Oh my god.
I want to see so much more of it. That's why I'm like getting so impatient. And
Mm.
like the guy,
Watch
uh,
watch Creature Commando and
no,
Peacemaker.
I want to see this guy, this Superman guy. Very good casting. Like very
Oh.
exciting
Do
and
you have like a
interesting.
crush on this guy?
A
What's happening
little,
here? Oh.
but I think
Is there
that
some Oh wait, we didn't even get to talk about your broken nose.
it's all right. Like
What
it's
happened
too.
to your nose?
I have a deviated septum and I got surgery to fix it. And yeah,
So has the shape of your nose changed?
I think so like the reason why well, it's deviated. So your nose is
Oh.
kind of pushed to one side a little bit and it can be really really obvious in some noses. I think mine, at least externally, it wasn't too crooked. I don't know. I mean, maybe it was, and no one ever told me. But
Huh.
I do think it got a little less crooked. But the main point of it was to basically dig a hole in my left nostril and like remove bone. Like he removed bone, and just to make
Huh.
that hole bigger so more air could get into it.
Fascinating. Hey, send me a picture.
Of my face.
Yeah, I want to see if I can recognize you or not.
Like I'm pretty sure it looks exactly the same, but okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess. But I highly recommend it. So my doctor is weird. Okay, I can't tell you where he is, but anyway, I went to this doctor near my house, and he was
Mhm.
like, your nose is one of the most crooked noses I've ever seen. I was like, okay, like he says that all the time. Like it's one of the worst noses I've ever seen, and I'm like, okay, that's great, thank you very much. And he's like so excited. He's always like, you know what? After the surgery, this, and this is gonna happen. We're gonna do all these things, and you're gonna have the best breath that you've ever breathed in your life. And I'm just thinking like you're just a salesman. You're just trying to sell me on this surgery, and I paid like 2.6 after my health insurance, and I
Mhm.
think that my portion was like 20%. So this dude is making a ton of money, and I was one of like several surgeries that day.
Yeah.
So like I'm thinking like he doesn't really care. This is just so he does it like once a month or something, like one Wednesday out of the month. So he's making, like 10, 20, 30K. He's making all this money just in one day. But what I actually think it is, he is just very passionate about doing it because the splints that were in my nose. So I got my surgery a week ago, and then I had to have splints, plastic splints in my nose for like a week after that. And these
Mhm.
things are giant. They're like plantain size almost. Like it's humongous, like baby cucumber size things that were inside my nostrils. And then when he pulled it out, it was one of the grossest things I've ever seen. Blood and boogers, like a lot of stuff came. It felt like he pulled it out of my brain. Like that's how big it was. I took my first breath today. It was this morning at 10, before 10. It was like maybe 9, around 9 a.m.
Uh,
And legitimately, I feel like I was just born. And
yeah.
I and the doctor slapped my butt, and I took my first breath. I'm serious. Like it's the right now, I still can't blow my nose. He says don't blow my nose for like another week. So I am getting
Uh-huh.
kind of congested, but I just have to
Mhm.
live with it. But the first breath after everything came out, it was, yeah, it was eye opening, life changing. I can't really describe it. And it was
Wow.
exactly like he said it's gonna be the best first breath you've ever breathed in your life. And he
Mhm.
was 100% right.
Wow. So he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, I thought he was just trying to sell me, trying to like hype it up, and just he wanted $10,000 from me. I mean, he got
Uh-huh.
it. That's definitely what he got out of it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I do think this will completely change my life.
Wow.
So if you have trouble breathing, or if you think like right now, my face, and it's not fully healed yet. It's only been like a week since surgery, a couple weeks, like week and a half since surgery. But
Mhm.
usually I do feel kind of a lot like a good like maybe like 10% sinus pressure consistently. Now I feel like there's a big hole in the middle of my skull. Like that's how big of a difference it feels like.
Dang, what if that's what happened?
He took a big chunk of. I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess maybe
Yeah. The
he
surgery was just a ruse.
he. Well, he told me though. He told me that like my situation. I thought my situation wasn't that bad, but he was like, it's
Mhm.
one of the worst he's ever seen. He had to remove bone near my teeth, and that's why my front two teeth have been numb for a week. Like
Oh,
that's
wow.
how he had to shave and like really get in there to fix my situation. So what I thought wasn't that big of a deal apparently was a big deal, and I don't know. I think my quality of life is really really gonna change. So I'm in my 30s. I think my life could have been so much better 10, 15 years ago if
Dang,
yeah.
you think back to like all the big mistakes you've made in your life. Do you think those mistakes could have been avoided if you were
Yeah,
breathing right?
yeah. I'm being for real. Like I think I could have
Dang.
been more successful in school. Like
Oh,
so there's this thing called brain fog or something. I feel that
huh?
because you obviously when you're sleeping you're not getting enough oxygen, and like
Uh-huh.
that affects your everything. That affects all of your life. I could have been a nicer person. I could have been smarter and more successful. I'm being serious. Like I
Wow.
think my life is just beginning now.
Wow. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. That was the Unplanned, Unprepared, Unpredictable podcast. Did I
Now
get it?
now we got to sit here for a little while.
Pretty close though, right?
Really close. Really, really
Yeah,
close.
there you
Yeah,
go.
really
Yeah.
close.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're breathing well. I mean, breathing is important.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild that you